Eba ECG ho sensema abusua se ye kase nipa enya. Afenyo Markins akwa parliament edi nsem bi etudwa a oche se Ghana for ye bre eba ye meters a ye use ya at first ebi moto 1000 Ghana cedis a sisi a omoto 1000 Ghana cedis na ede omutwa manta sisi a oto 1000 Ghana cedis a eye 1 week abusua aha eye gossip politics so unsubscribe ya subscribe and hit on the notification bell. Send any update be ever dropping on so onsa ebi to me. Akabi na mum yembonra eye yensemu Afenyo Markins akwa kujina parliament. Na the parliament akwa kujina no eye ECG meters aba Ghana for tisi ebi mu sun say some meters no consume say emma omo entomo and Afenyo Markins amount heavy pressure on NDC majority so any President Mahama ebusuya enya asam keto akra na ebusuya mita ne ho nsensem no Afenyo Markins odi NPP minority anima omode sa ensem ni tudwa wo parliament no ebusuya asem ato mome yenko na yenkokoti asem Afenyo Markins de tudwa wo parliament efa ECG mita ne ho nsensem mome yenko na yenkokoti na ye ba ye de akabeto amso.
You buy electricity, Mr. Speaker. This morning, somebody told me that she used to buy 1,000 for a whole month. Today, even if you buy 2,000 for 1 week, and so, Mr. Speaker, let us be careful what we tell the people of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, we are talking about electricity. NDC came into office. When they came into office, the first thing they did was to increase electricity tariffs. Instead of pursuing reforms under their own research agenda, they increased electricity, totaling 30%. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, the reality is that electricity tariffs have gone up by over 100% because, Mr. Speaker, the consumption, the people on the street in our constituencies, what they buy is unable to sustain them, and they know the numbers. They know how much they purchased in 2024. They know what they were buying in 2023 as compared to what they are buying now. Mr. Speaker, that is the reality. Next, Mr. Speaker, next is the cocoa. Mr. Speaker, our cocoa farmers have been a supporting pillar of our economy since the days of Gold Coast. Mr. Speaker, this government came into being and they have abandoned all the supporting pillars of the economy. Mr. Speaker, I don't need to be an economist to understand what leads to economic growth. My basic ideas as an entrepreneur are enough for me to know that when you create opportunities, the economy grows. Mr. Speaker, this government promised that upon assumption of office, a bag of cocoa will be increased to 6,000 Ghana cedi. The finance minister said so. The ranking on agri said so. Mr. Speaker, today, they rather have reduced the producer price. At the comfort of his office, he reduced the producer price. Cocoa farmers, wanna how, onyawo how, enya wasem. What's your office now? What say so? What's the one more haircut? What so? You sat in your office and reduced producer price of cocoa. 1,000 Ghana cedis is what you took away. Cocoa farmers cannot pay fees. They are borrowed from the cocoa crutches. They cannot take care of their health. Those matters do not concern you. Then you come and you say Ghana accelerated national reserve. What we demand from you, Mr. Finance Minister, is to immediately restore the producer price of cocoa that you came to meet. If you cannot increase, don't reduce it. If you cannot increase, don't reduce it. That is the reality. That is the reality, Honorable Finance Minister.
Afenyo Markin say na etineka e parliament or the ECG ho nsema etuja na ene after so the two that we Kevin Taylor aba be shut ne mouth up abusuan wasan so expose Afenyo Markins ne NPP top officials ECG during Akufo-Addo ne tenure. Now, according to Kevin Taylor, also some meters here, it is a Ghana for air complaining about it. Abusia, some meters 2024, and it is a Afenyo Markins and or your board chairman, ECG. Afenyo Markins and or your board chairman, ECG, and then NAPO. Kevin Taylor, a list. Afenyo Markins, a NAPO, Kennedy Japan, Dr. Bawumia, or say Omoko for crass meters free China. Almost 400,000 meters, if I stand to be corrected. And Omokra free China at the buy. Now, sir, illegal meters here on the bar Ghana. Illegal connection meters here on the bar Ghana. Sir, metano. A problem more and almost share that and a normal person almost the real or mine and a omoko crass meters in the babygum into omoko crass meters in the begum no a idea or mobile or match as is here air consuming Ghana for the rate amount for is the air to meters no now ocha a year Kennedy Japan LED Kennedy Japan free on one casana down for Afenyo Markins and Afenyo Markins so free Kennedy Japan or sounds so free Bawumia. Yes, connections are illegal meters illegal connection. Contract to your medical fast meters no. And Afenyo Markins now Ujina Parliament now or Mr. Speaker about the meter. Omunim dear Kosunina. Interpreter Kevin Taylor above dropping hot leak be or just a meter ya 2024 and a meter ababontin as a meter ababontino a Afenyo Markins Kennedy Japan NAPO any HSA Dr. Bawumia omne yes illegal connection this meter at the free China a buyer HSA meter or share problem a was a meter anymore into no a buy we and shena on farm wadre and as on your word. Na mama kwa kra mita we aba moko kra mita ibai mama sanso atwa mo ho air mount heavy pressure on President Mahama. And according to Kevin Taylor was it to big Mahama it is ono na na boss o ECG to big Mahama ono na hwema it is omoko fa sa mita we buy omo de be robe Ghana for so say sa mita we there a Robin and a comedy Robin Ghana for Mommy and Corner, young Conquity and some Kevin Taylor edit to ya unsubscribe, subscribe and hit on the notification bell. Send away any updates be ever dropping on so on sa a bit to me. Aka, Medamase.
And it's about the PURC. PURC 4, Endra Omafre ECG 4, Endra Yinayaka about meters are running amount for sale. Omoto light anasa. Interestingly, a few days ago about Mimita. Something interesting has happened. I also be quiet. We need to deal with this matter. This is a matter way. Andra, Mebekatre Ghana for say, meter way issues, it was deliberate mover MPP for year. Before they left power, from September to December, Omokra over 400,000 new meters. The big Mahama LEDs are charging for Kennedy Japan, the Afenyo Markin. That was their deal. NAPO, Kennedy Japan, Afenyo Markin, that was their deal. And they did not care. Those were inferior meters. And remember, meter they charged you people about 4 times the price. Don't see this as and they started. This is something amount for the gumu so as move free power. Now, amount for started complaining about how their meters are running. Interestingly, Mo amoka se mo meter no era ne ntem no on se enye the whole Ghana. Se issue ye ECG na omaya majun se omobeji musike dia. And I say the government no agye se obewia Ghana for a, it should be nationwide. But interestingly, some group of people be omu uses some particular meters bino and none as idea way to omo. Inti asamoba. Let's sit back. Debia meka me say Ghana for when issues come. We are journalists, we are ordinary, we are why sit back and analyze the issue. Also, TSC say I buy when I born one journey say or per se wa. It should have been the whole of the nation. But you see, there are some people who are telling you say, they have not seen any difference in their bills. In fact, what they are using, in fact, Ebu Okra was saying, so still, me meet reasonably, price in okay. But there are some group of people in Ghana, complaining about the same thing. Now, Oko back now, check it, you could see say they are the people using those meters now MPP at the share your con before election 2024. Inti among for Bebre are complaining. Now, PURC, a Public Utilities Regulatory Commission for Eto Omonsa Efre ECG. And I'm catching ECG say direct ECG to within 48 hours issue a public communique explaining into detail cause of rapid depletion of prepaid meter credits amidst persistent complaints from consumers. It PURC for de eye emra and I say catch ECG say just 2 days. Issue a report. Issue a communique. Ma Ghana for ntiasie enchirechirem adekudientia Ghana for bi emita erani too much a omoto eye den omoto eye lighter na omo den omo light nasa ECG for na sebio omoton kanea ema Ghana for into omo nchirechirem nchire Ghana for na omo meyehu adekudie potintia saa de no AC. You see, inti so what study yanko back to omo complaining on social media, and let's do this. Moi, multi social media, mato way, go and check the time they got their meter. Uber said 90% of all those people use new meters. And so check meters no we use now. They were meters that were installed in 2024 before NPP left office. Because before MPP left office, Ghanaians had started complaining about high electricity or motor. And somebody would say, 2024, and a Ghana for started complaining, say, the new meters now omode mayeno, new meters now MPP de mayeno, new meters now Afenyo Markin, now or that ECG board so, or Nika de Japan, and NAPO, Air Force share Ghana for con through Dubik Mahama, who was the CEO of ECG, people started complaining in 2024, but we did not pay attention. Mamicho, this is the receipt. 2024 news item. This is when Ghanaians started complaining about how our omumita no erane.
Now, complaints are becoming widespread over the installation of new meters by the Electricity Company of Ghana Limited. While some of the ECG customers complain about high consumption rates and extra bills, others say they are compelled to spend more on the new meters, unlike the old ones. We have details.
The Electricity Company of Ghana Limited is currently replacing postpaid, non-smart prepaid and faulty meters in the region, an exercise which began a few months ago. The move to install new meters by the Accra West region of ECG, according to media reports, has been met with strong opposition from some customers who have had their meters replaced. The meter replacement exercise is part of the company's loss reduction program, a development to facilitate the installation of smart meters and improve energy accounting. Diana Edu revealed to Channel 1 Business News that she has spent 1,200 Ghana cedis in purchasing power in the last 3 weeks since her meter was replaced.
Within 3 weeks. In fact, they were yes, auto credit are fun. And yes, 3 weeks, you to me auto credit 4,002. A Brian Yan Yadokon, Yan Tonshre, what then say Yakoda, nay, I'm sorry, nay, I did see fridge. And so 3 weeks, I want to make another boy. You to me auto credit 1,200. Afei na poso nso 3 days bia just your top 50 cities.
Another customer, Evelyn Edu, appealed for an immediate intervention to address the consumption rate.
Now, yes, sir. My top rate, but more than 2.5, 250 cities. I had them because more than we used to. I'm young person, I'm young meters, and a buyer. Wasn't bad because no one person who use but more one meter of one. Obey is better COD. But a while you saw the young come first a boy. So you said, don't have any day. I don't want me to look at Kramayan. Send a credit on our STA to me, so more will be ya. On my own, my credit and why I.
On the other hand, Patrick Enti called for the reintroduction of a subsidy to minimize the cost of power.
I know the government has I don't know, they have a subsidy, I don't need subsidy or what they call, I don't know what they call it. They subsidize it for us initially, that's what they, but until this time, they've taken all these things from the end. We have to pay a full amount of the power.
Meanwhile, attempts to get ECG to speak on the matter have been unsuccessful. For what many would describe as a great move to alleviate the extra costs they would have to incur in purchasing power, this appears to be a charade. Customers are therefore appealing to government and the ECG to address the speedy consumption rate of the new meters. For Channel 1 Business, my name is Daniel Odro-Mensah.
Report by Daniel Odro-Mensah from City Channel 1 News. Now, Maganjro, when I'm on the General Parliament is here, team, a MPP. This was reporter Omoyeno 2024. I'll give you the exact date. So, Busa Adentina, the same media houses, the same journalists, news, media houses, cover sa story way. Why is Bernard Avle? Why is the City News Group? Why the Channel 1 News Group? Why is it say in the morning? No? They don't tell Ghanaians to say, sa issue where no. It started in 2024. Why do you think they are not doing it? I didn't know you say Obi of Asempa. And for Ghana phone call back and catch Ghana for say no. What is happening? No, a idea started 2024. In fact, your receipts are actually say this is June 2024. Video I'm about June 2024. Almost in kind meters be buy. After that, almost be pay so September. Over 300,000 meters and almost share Ghana. Inferior meters. And you see, if this government does not do something about these meters, I swear to God, bills are moving to you and you'll be shocked. If you want to be angry with the MPP. The NDC is trying to save you. And anytime you carry some media houses in the brain, you are not supposed to listen to them. Ochina President Babekasa, Obetin Kwasiasemu Utima, President Kasewia Obeti. President Akasambe Ninati Asiano, or Kasewia Obeko radio, so Betin Kwasiasema, Omobeka radio so. And it's the same journalist, Obi, and Bernard Avlemo, Kwame Sefakain, Omahine Kwabrak Sante Kwasiampain and Yerewa Maritime, no. All these people, they will sit on radio and pretend as if say, in some TV that this issue we are dealing with, it started June 2024. June 2024. And you sit in Ghana and today, Afenyo Markin or your board chair, June 2024, ECG, you know, he is in parliament screaming like a mad cow, blaming the government. Why is he blaming the government? Because it is easy. Because the media will not do any research. Because the media will not speak on the facts. Because the media will carve a niche for any fool who calls himself a politician to come and lie to Ghanaians. So how say NPP can even today stand in parliament and be screaming that you are taking money from Ghanaians? The same thing they did with the cocoa. The only year more ECG, you know. The omdi ayam more light, no, and no be no omdi yam cocoa board, almost end there, and this is for cocoa. Oma baby cocoa for sika, and there cocoa ni yamanisa mita we bia. Cocoa kweniji mita we bia. Busa musa one edina bro. Mi busa question no. Senda amenoka say, sa mita si omeche 2024 no. Unim cocoa kuyafua, omoji sa mita we bi. Bebre. One edi oma bronde. Enti ande koko ku ani sori ka se miniska hwe me light kura kwa na ndo osaka se ami koko no ye nto abusa ho se why na e cause problem ne ma no eye MPP4. And they are quick to come out and say NDC into miracle abode kwase ampanyi we Afenyo Markin wo so omo Jimmy the thing is Ghana for Jimmy and me betena ha I will never sit here and make it look like say hey me be can some adi utro adentina me di utro minimum and anytime me betena ha na ma kire wo de esi ye na ma kire nipa okose problem no na ma kire say yam find the way ni solve problem no anytime me wa ha mabo news item achiro June 2024 one and our power from June, July, August, September changing meters over 400,000 ewa Ghana there na cause sa why not cast by force changing meters because konya inferior meters ewa China and catch there na Afenyo Markin board chair or friend Adamfo Kennedy Japan or then $5 million or friend NAPO no ye energy minister and of friend Bawumia papa bi di ne chie friend no eye alolo and catch say they need to have a deal. Alolo no on the run Bawumia finances in all Bawumia's illegal criminality through insurance. Bawumia baby onya illegal money pay through insurance. Yeah. There's some guy following Bawumia, friend Alhaji. Get me the name. Alolo, some guy be ne fubisa ni ticket sa no ma. Bawumia criminality the sikeni nyina. Bawumia ye fraud transfers. Bawumia oye a lot of illegality through a insurance fraud. Now me say the yere do akwa kan beka Bawumia be nu ho. Bawumia oye Samira ade na akwa kan beka wono ube nu ho asase wesu. So Dubik Mahama Afenyo Markin na ye board chair. Afenyo Markin na danfo panic Kennedy Japan. Afenyo Markin na oye board chair na NAPO na ye EC or Minister of Energy. And then Bawumia, they needed money to support Bawumia's campaign. Into they brought Alolo, they brought Afenyo Markin, they brought NAPO. NAPO was the running mate to Bawumia, and they created this meter by force meter on Ghanaians. Now let's go back. Ask yourself, some meters now change, and what was the reason? There were no meters at Air 40. They decided to change it because they needed money for the campaign. So what did they do? They imported over 400,000 pieces of meter. That is how they got their campaign money. That is compensation in Japan in 2024 for him to start speaking mildly about Bawumia. You don't have an idea of what these people are doing to you. In terms of you see Afenyo Markin, original parliament, OTATM, you see the same strategy. And I'm the Koko.
Okay, abusia we ne ensema ekọ so political highway so I Kevin Taylor and I turning kase odisa ensem no etudwa ede amaya enye asampeto kro bedam ase samoje pene kokoti sa ensem we ede mai and Dr. Bawumia aba be confess ye be drop sa update no ede amama after say ye be publish sa video we di amama intina abusia hit on the notification bell any update ye be drop ede amama bedam ase.